guy checks all the boxes.
I mean, I just want to tell like all the girls out there that you can do anything you set your mind to. Like, you really can. And if you have that mentality all the way through, like, you can do big things.
Snaps to Sarah Fuller. She also said that game was easy compared to the SEC championship because that's how women do it. Welcome to the wrap up presented by Samsung QLED. I'm Christine Williamson, a woman, and here are two men.
I mean, that's accurate, but, you know, kind of feel attacked, but we ain't got to go there. Also, salute to Sarah. I just got to offer that up because she is the GOAT. Everybody got to refer to her as champ in that locker room.
And before we get into it, because I know that we will, but at 6'2", she should have been on the football team a little bit sooner.
She can ball. It is very apparent. Like, athlete, without question. She could have taken somebody else's spot, too.
A man would feel attacked when one woman infiltrates football. Now you feel attacked because I said you're a man?
C-Dub coming for you right now.
That's uncalled for, too.
C-Dub coming for you right now.
Uncalled for. You sat there and said two men degeneratively, and then I'm supposed to just be like,
I'm just describing what's going on.
Christine,
I'm a woman.
Christine,
you guys are men.
Christine.
And you feel attacked.
Christine, we doing that now?
Typical.
Okay.
Go to the next topic, Christine.
No, you don't tell me what
we gotta
to do.
sit in it.
Man, I'm just kidding.
Please.
Right.
Now she's going to advance. Now she's going to advance.
Let's give some Saturday shout-outs. And we start with the best meltdown.
I think we just saw one.
Just kidding. All right, Dan Mullen went absolutely off. This is defensive coordinator Todd Grantham. What do you think he was saying?
Put your mask on.
Correct.
Put your mask on. I'm going to get fined. Put your mask on. That's exactly what he's.
1,000%.
And then look, the gator mouth is moving though. It looks like the gator. Put your mask on. That's what he's saying.
It's great. I also love the fact that like all the players got to act like they ain't listening, but they hear every last word of that. Like I know from personal experience. I'm taking document of every last bit of the cuss words that Dan Mullen used in that scenario, and I am giggling on the inside.
He's like, hey yo, coach really ate him. That's how the conversation goes.
Next day at practice, I'm gonna use them same words against him.
I mean, Todd himself was trying to act like he couldn't hear him because he was just looking straight forward while he was talking to him.
Everybody done
He's
experienced
like, bro,
that.
why are you talking to me?
When your mama yell at you,
We've all been scolded.
Yeah, you try to
you got the mitigated gall to stare your mama in the face when she yelling at you.
That's true. You don't look at her. You just look the opposite way. Keep your life going. All right, next shout out, biggest flex. And this goes to
this dude was just
Jaret Patterson because
monster.
he rushed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You have to do that in the
touchdowns.
21 Savage voice. In the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that. You got that.
how to count.
Did you forget it? You forgot the cadence, didn't you? You sat there and put it on me because you forgot the
Wait,
dance.
hold on.
Wait a minute. I don't remember the song end. Please help me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tuds in my bank account. Yeah, he balled today. 409 yards. His coach pulled him. He had 20 yards to get the FBS record all time for rushing in a single game. Coach pulled him with plenty of time left.
How hot would you have been? You play the running back position.
Livid. Livid. If every play does not go to me, like we have problems. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You got to fight.
Square up.
You got to fight.
Coach, take off that headset right there.
I got something.
Come on, hold that.
I mean, he tied. I think, you'd be pissed. He tied the single game record. So you would want to break that instead of tie it.
Yes, exactly.
Rude.
Coach
All right.
being stingy.
This is also rude in my opinion because shout out to Plant Panthers. I told y'all last week that Rex Culpepper went to my high school. But he did something very kind of not smart today.
Yeah, but man, scramble drill ends up getting sacked late in the game. We obviously know that situationally you can't do that, right? Like that's one thing you can't do. And then in the hysteria of the closing moments of a game, my man's decided that it was really smart to clock the play. Only problem is that's 4th down. Whole other sideline didn't realize that they just won the game off some bull.
Look at the receivers just dejected on the bottom of your screen as soon as they spike. Oh, look, the shoulders just go limp, and it's like, bro.
He got to cut his hair. He got to cut his hair after that.
Okay, who do you think his dad is?
Dante.
His name is Rex Culpepper.
I knew you were going to say that. And
Obviously.
I was like, we really doing that? No. Don't. Why are we asking that question?
That's the only Culpepper I know.
Right.
Okay, but here's my thing. Did you know that Rex Culpepper, this is like not a happy thing, but it's kind of happy, had cancer.
Oh, that is right.
I didn't know that.
He bounced back.
Yeah.
That's right. And he was balling.
And he also owns a plant, so shout out him,
man.
even though he did do something that's not as
Well,
smart.
I tell you, Christine will take this show on some turns that you just do not expect. Well, y'all better hang on for the ride. You better hang on for the
I
ride.
always like to drop gems.
Christine, but next time drop that one before we just absolutely roast.
That should be a part of your intro,
Because
right?
Gary, you said he has to cut his hair, and I was like, oh, he used to not have any hair.
Trevor said that.
He went through
Trevor said
Now
that.
you got me looking like a jerk.
No.
Now I'm the jerk.
He likes the locks because he didn't have hair for a little bit. All right,
Christine,
let's go to the best interception. How about we move on?
Hey, Rex, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, he's doing great now. He's thriving. He's good.
Damn.
Okay. Let's talk about Andrew Booth Jr.
Yo, my man is still floating. He is in space.
Jimmy Superfly Snooker got the 5-star frog splash lead. That boy went out there for that.
I want to know what it's like to be that athletic just one time. I'm serious. Like when I see people dunk who aren't exceptionally tall, like I'm 6'1", and if I see somebody...
Have you ever dunked?
No, I touched rim, grabbed rim handedly.
Yeah.
Also with
Two hands?
My hand's a little too small to actually grip it and rip it, but to see a feat of athleticism like that, every time I see it, I'm like, gosh dang, God just didn't take his time with me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, he just kind of rushed through the process. Yeah, he just said, we'll pass on the athleticism.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
straight.
give him a decent hairline, but no athleticism. Not a lick.
Fun fact, I competed in the dunk contest. And did it off vert. Just
Stop it.
yeah.
Trev, how tall are you?
10-foot rim?
I am 5'9".
Okay.
10-foot rim?
Yep. That's off vert. Yeah.
How did you
That's
finish?
impressive.
That was the only dunk I could do, so I was like, all right. That's a wrap on Trev. I was just in that mug at 5'9", so it was like, okay, that's fine.
Really a contest?
It was a contest for everybody else but me.
At 5'9"?
I'll take it.
Just to continue the women having amazing athletic ability, Gary, I could grab rim too. So does that make me, since I'm shorter than you, more athletic than you?
Hey, no,
Yeah,
first of all,
absolutely,
Christine
yes.
probably got bunnies because she played volleyball. And she can probably jump out
volleyball.
this gym like without, like, there's no question there. There's absolutely no question there.
If you thought I was going to give you any resistance as a D1 collegiate athlete, and I was the class of August, you are gratefully mistaken.
Okay.
Walk into that? No. Hell no.
Just making sure. All right, let's go to thirstiest coach. And
Well, this could.
Gary,
Okay.
this could go a bunch of ways. But Gary, I know you're an energy drink enthusiast, and so is Mike Leach. So watch him just chug this energy drink. It honestly doesn't seem like it's very healthy because I don't think you're supposed to chug those.
If you are a coach, what you need an energy drink for?
Yeah.
Like, that just feels, drinking.
This much I'll say. I mean, I'm not Mr. Mountain Dew. I'm not crushing that, eating Doritos and playing Xbox. I just like the taste. So I think Coach may just like the taste of that particular beverage.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah. All of them taste like
No, they
battery
actually are.
acid.
I like them too.
Straight black coffee.
Really? Yes. What's wrong with black
For
coffee?
the caffeine.
I think there's a lot of people who are like, that's disgusting.
No. You're all wrong.
Okay.
like
Let's go to
the-
best hand.
No.
How about that? This is Jordan Addison, Pitt wide receiver. Look at this.
This is the one highlight from this game for them.
For that side, yes. 1,000%.
Oh my goodness.
That's about it for them. Hey, shout out Jordan Addison. That's nice.
Yeah.
Go on.
I actually
NFL footwork with it,
because
too. You got both of them in, right?
and some playmakers on that team are friends of the program, so I can't say too much. And I do like those uniforms, and I do want to be cautious with anything I say because I feel like at any given moment, CW is going to come with some news that I just
Right.
I'm just not ready for.
I just do my research. Just be Googling
Jordan Addison, fresh out of a car wreck. Whoa, Jesus.
Made it to the game just in time. All right, good to see him doing well.
Oh my God.
Lord.
I'll make sure to let you guys know before the show if there's anything that I'm. No, actually, it's better to just drop it on you like that. It just works a lot better. All right, let's go to best grab. That wasn't even the best grab. This is Boston College's C.J. Lewis.
Man.
He was battling multiple elements, one being footwork, two, the turf that was taking him down at the same time he was getting DPI all over the place, and then the ball kind of just found him.
And only had one hand to do it all, right? Like, that was cold.
And I do imagine that's probably not his dominant hand, that left hand, so that just makes the critical factor that much more intense.
Swagger on a trillion too, by the way, rocking number 11, visor included, and the hand warmer in the back where it has no actual use, but swaggy.
casual.
You can hide snacks back there like tater tots.
Real stuff. Snacks in the hand warmer. Hey,
What was your go-to?
I'm
Did you have-
sorry.
hey, I had a couple gummies in the hand warmer with the actual, like the pop things that you gotta hit. I had that with the
hot
gummies.
hands?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What kind of gummies, Trev?
That sounds disgusting. Let's
What?
go to biggest arm because that just sounds disgusting.
Biggest armpit?
Arm.
Oh, I was like, what?
That
I
clearly
guess you
said
could
longest
say.
throw.
I guess you could say. No, it says biggest arm. This is
That's a Miami education, boys and girls.
It says biggest arm.
Quit sandbagging the control room, Christine.
It says biggest arm.
Be a professional.
This one was for 81 yards.
81 yards, not quite on the fly. I'm doing a little bit of quick math on the fly. That's a 40-yard through the air. 40
Dime,
yards.
dog.
But either way.
He
Either way.
connected. Yeah,
Either way,
no, that
that's
was
nice.
smooth. That was real
Either
smooth.
40 or 60 yards.
I just want to see if Lane Kiffin threw his clipboard to the sideline, to the sky, into the atmosphere again.
It's kind of
Yeah,
his move.
that's actually pretty smart. Do you think that Lane Kiffin will be able to throw for 81 yards? Or
Would
just
Lane
now?
Kiffin throw the ball 81 yards?
currently?
No, I think collectively throughout the course of an entire game.
You give him about 50
The
attempts, he'll get
clipboard
81.
specifically, the clipboard specifically.
Oh,
high?
it went about 80 yards in the sky when he threw that mug in the
Yeah, that's
last
what I'm
week.
saying.
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Minimum.
All right,
Minimum.
cool. Most casual toss. I think I put a T on that.
Ooh,
It's not. That's
let's go
not a word.
Buffs, let's
Toss
go.
is not a word. Sam Neuer to Jalen Jackson.
Oh, should have
Just
said
a
most
slight-
reckless.
A slight little. It says casual toss. This is a casual toss.
Sometimes in moments of great desperation, fantastic moments are born, and right here he was just playing for his life. he saw three big boys bearing down on him. He was like, "Let me get rid of this
Right.
contraband." Boom.
He's hoping that will be his saving grace and him not getting absolutely leveled. Here,
Gravity was
stretch
already
his
taking him
face
down.
instead of mine. I hate that.
All right. The Pac-12 not looking too good after yesterday, right? Like, sorry,
Not
Oregon.
necessarily.
But we do have Pac-12 football. Utah at Washington.
Let's get it to it. Let's get it there.
All right, so Utah 0-1,
Mm-hmm.
Washington 2-0 going into this game. So we got, Brian Thompson, 13-yard touchdown. That was 21-7 Utah.
It was interesting going into this game, kind of figuring out what we were going to see from Utah because they got a late start to their season. Last week against USC, they didn't look very good. And aside from this here, I think they're winning the game right now. But they looked relatively solid against the Washington program that is known to hold the ball and be really good about their ball security and haven't been today.
Right
We're not
there.
too far removed from Utah being the conversation starter from just last season, being like, all right, yep, this is the team that's going to save the Pac-12.
Right.
You can see in the lower third graphic of your screen, that's not this season because they are winless, albeit just one game, and Washington putting on work right now, currently up 24-21.
Up
Actually, they won the game
24-21. But they actually the quarterback threw 3 interceptions, which is like super uncharacteristic of that team to this point in the season. As I mentioned, they take care of the football. They aren't a team that sort of gets out of their lane when it comes to making sure that they control the pacing of the game. They hold the ball, they run the ball well, establish the line of scrimmage. But Utah has some real ones, and they are coming in to disrupt that exact workflow, which is in large part what they did, but they fall to 0-2 regardless.
So we have this conversation basically every single week. We're like,
Right.
all right, well, we have to talk about the Pac-12 because
Right.
it's a Power 5.
Right.
And if we're talking about the CFP, well, one of these teams have to be in the conversation. It was obviously 24-21. Washington ended up winning that game against Utah, so they're undefeated. Utah 0-2. So it was like, is this the time that we're going to have to start talking about Washington?
Yeah, this was their chance to sort of assert a level of prominence within that conference, but it was really not that dominant of a performance, enough for me to say that they are now head and shoulders above everybody else in the Pac-12 because Oregon was the highest ranked out of that conference in the first release of the college football playoff rankings. Having seen what their performance looked like against a rival, albeit, and I understand things get kind of weird in that space, but knowing that performance and then coupling that with the Washington performance, I don't see Washington vaulting themselves into this conversation courtesy of this.
And I was watching the college football show with you and Jason Fitz. You're still not putting a Pac-12 team anywhere near the first half dozen of the CFP rankings, correct?
Yeah.
Like, what's best case scenario for a Pac-12 team and Pac-12 fans watching this right now being like, all right, we need somebody to represent us?
A New Year's Six bowl is your ceiling, and I think it's just a matter of understanding that, like, you can get at one of them bowls. It's likely not going to be the college football playoff, but it's just because you started really late. the entire process for them went entirely too slowly and late for them to actually get involved in the conversation, for them to actually get things started.
Christine, you don't have to worry about that because you didn't attend a Pac-12 school, in case anybody's wondering.
Correct. Her fandom is safe. Everything is
Clemson
fine.
and Miami.
Yes.
Nowhere near the Pac-12, Christine.
But rather than us get some jokes off anymore on Christine, let's allow her to insert herself into the conversation.
It is now time for the biggest social moments of today, brought to you by the Cero, by Samsung. And we start with Ole Miss because Lane Kiffin is just casually rocking a pair of Jordan 3s.
Yeah, no, shouts to him. Shouts to the Jordan 3s, but I do not want to take away from the fact that John Rice Plumlee is rocking my favorite J's that I own right now, the UNC to Chicago out of the Fearless line with the dual color laces. You know I was going to pick up on that first.
But it's not about the young man swag because we know that comes with it.
That's
but
fair.
For head coach to be rocking the 3s, whether they're the denims or like an OG elephant print, is like he's climbing the ranks.
I mean, no, but Lane has always done this. Like, Lane is no stranger to the game of fire kick game. And I just want to also note, 3s on that screen, 4s to screen left, and 5s to screen right. So the clout is going up on this set as well.
We almost have like a straight flush going on.
How much clout do I
Christine,
get?
what you wearing?
How much clout do I get for my dogs?
Boo!
Are you joking? They're the wave, okay?
Thought he wore rain boots indoors.
Just
What are you
chill.
doing?
The docs are
Rain
fire.
boots.
I like them, C-Dub.
No,
Take the compliment.
Thank you. Thanks, Gary. Thanks. Shout out. All right, we're going to go to Michigan State. Not to be confused with any other team, okay?
I have to take this joke from Jason Fitz, the College Football Show, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. He said, this proves that Nike has training rollouts. Like, they just have to also make sure that stuff works, so they roll it out to like different programs. And then, like, this is like the AAA version of the Oregon jerseys. Like, they try it out here, and they're like, you know what, that doesn't work. We're not going to like even try that with
There should be
Oregon.
like some subtlety to that. Like, not a Power 5 school. Like, albeit, yes, Michigan State, like, throw that to like
Harvard.
Harvard, not playing this season, irrelevant.
Yeah, we could we'll try it out.
Toss it to a MAC team because it'll be fire in the MAC. They'll be like, what? The MAC putting on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
And it's on a Tuesday, so no one's going to see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next thing. And this is a late night show, so we can show a little.
Speaking of MAC.
This is clearly Christine's favorite clip of the day.
How is that clear?
Y'all should have heard what she said before we got on air.
She said, oh, look.
She was wild.
It's a booty hole, duh. Emphasis on the D at the end of hold.
Wow.
I guess we just gonna run this back too. We have no fear of FCC regulations. I thought we were gonna run through it once and kind of move on, but no, we just gonna run this in GIF format. I had nothing to do with that being aired to whomever is watching that happens to be wearing a suit and tie Monday to Friday. That was everybody else.
Wait, question. So, Gary, one time we were looking at, I think it was Sam Ellinger's booty. You said he had a nice butt. What do
He
you feel
straight
about
up
this
does.
one?
That's got some curvature to it, too.
It's not as great. I'm not gonna sit here in front. Again, we're okay with objectifying the male body here. I'm not here to lie to y'all either. Like, nah, that wasn't that great.
That being said, he definitely does do his squats because there was some curvature there, and you gotta applaud that.
It's better than nothing.
Okay.
Mine, on the other
Moving
hand,
on.
looks like a frog standing up. Just put that in your head. I got zero booty.
Wow. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, you might as well.
Not that great. This guy said he would break another arm. His right arm is broken. He said he would break his left arm just if Penn State wins.
Please say psych. Please say psych.
Say psych right now.
Please say psych.
Say psych right now.
They won.
Yeah, because now, my man's, how you think he gonna hold the sign next week?
Shit like this.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wait, no.
You gotta hold the sign. I was getting ready to say, he locked in.
He could do like this, though.
Yeah, he probably could do like a West
I don't know.
Coast
I don't know
YG
if
bounce
you
or
saw that.
something.
That's what I was going towards.
There's a reason that Michigan State wanted to have State so largely across their chest because they didn't want to be confused with this team. This is not at all good.
No, it isn't. If we keep it in a band, he might be under duress this offseason.
Michigan is so ass.
It's
Did I say that at 11:30 at night?
You done said it now.
Okay.
So we might as well just let it
turning
fly.
back.
I mean, we showing ass. We might as well just.
If you're showing, all indications are that we can also say it.
Yeah, I guess that would imply that logic.
All right, so we like to talk about people that have really good names. This offensive lineman has a really great last name. It's Burger.
Yeah, only problem is his team got a 50-burger hung on it. That's where this falls out. Like, if he was on the winning team, it would have worked. But unfortunately, Texas Tech got 50 hung on him.
It would have been very nice if you had a teammate with the last name of Cheese or maybe Meat.
Yes.
A la Louisville, untouchable last name configuration.
Yes,
when
Samuel L.
Jackson happened to make their way on the sideline. But Burger is a good standalone last name, yes.
I mean, you don't know. If he might have a teammate that's named Cheese.
I doubt it. I mean, but like, I can appreciate. I don't know. I don't know.
Last name just being Meat. Burger Meat.
That sounds disgusting. Well, we saw some good college football games today. There was another game yesterday that was also really good for this guy.
You saw what it was. Couch Conversations brought to you by Dr. Pepper. And joining us here on the couch this week, Jemar Jefferson of Oregon State, the man who put in quite the effort in their win over Oregon. 226 yards, the most in the rivalry's history to ever put that many yards up on either sideline. And Jemar, we're going to get right into it. And pardon me for bypassing the performance because I have to focus in on the last about 45 seconds of that game. It felt like it took 45 seconds. I was watching it and asking what the bleep was going on. Were y'all doing the same?
Yeah, definitely. The game plan was the same, coming in, running the ball. Yeah, that's really been the game plan, come in, run the ball, and try to tear the defense down.
And when it came to the effort that you got in, 226 yards, I touched on that before. How do you feel afterwards? Like, at what point did you start feeling yourself a little bit more, or was it sort of a slow burn?
After that first run, I gained confidence, and I was like, all right, we got this. Like, we can hang with these dudes. Like, we nice. Like, we should be able to do this. And then after that, I was like, all right, like, it's time to get on the road now. Like, defense started picking up their intensity, and then it just went on from there.
Jamar, you've rushed for 120 yards or more all 4 games this season. You're absolutely cooking, and you guys are playing good football. You're just one of 2 running backs in all of FBS with multiple touchdowns of 75 or more yards. What I have to know, not being an elite athlete like you or Treavor, is at what point in those 75 yards do you actually get tired and you hope nobody catches you?
Really never. Off season I've been working so hard just to have that breakaway speed and, spending extra time in the weight room and extra time with the training coaches that help me with my speed. So that's what I've been working on.
And I want to piggyback off of that because you said you've been grinding in the offseason, this being your 3rd-year campaign, but you still feel underrated despite the numbers that you're putting up and the recognition that you may or may not be getting. Obviously, we're showing you love right here on the wrap-up. But what do you mean by you're underrated? Because the stats and the performances say otherwise.
I just, throughout my whole life, I felt like I've just been underrated. Throughout high school, I was recruited not highly enough as I thought I should be, but I knew this game was coming up, so I knew I had to prove myself to the country and the people that was watching this game.
So with that chip on your shoulder, when it comes to the next level, the NFL, as a hopeful, I imagine, going to that level, how do you incorporate that motivation going into the next offseason?
Just having that chip on my shoulder at all times, always, and it's just never always keeping my head down, always working hard, and just never being satisfied,
So what exactly did you do for your offensive linemen? Because I feel like you would feel like obligated to help them out, show them a little love in some regard. Is there something that you provided for them as a thank you of some sorts?
I haven't yet, but come Christmas time, I'll probably give them something. Give them all a gift or something.
Within NCAA.
Yeah. That's an understanding. Yeah. Ain't trying to indict nobody on the wrap up. Nah.
All right. I know this is a Twitter show, but JMunch_6. I need to take it to your Instagram page because your story, it seems like every single citizen in the state of Oregon watched your game because it looks like Morse code on your story. Everybody showing love on the screenshots. By the way, go follow my guy, JMunch_6. Are you blacklisting the friends who don't show love via Instagram? Because I would if I were you.
Nah.
You can understand, right? Like that you understand that, like, you know, you get plenty of love. Ain't nothing wrong with if you didn't happen to make a post up on this occasion.
Like a post on this right now?
Oh, no. I was just saying, like, for the homies that may not have gotten to be a part of the Morse code at the top of your Instagram story. Like, it's all good. Ain't nobody worried about it. Like, you give them a free pass on this one, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Jemar Jefferson joining us here on the wrap up. And one last question for you here, Jemar. Look, when it comes to making some noise out in the Pac-12, how do y'all hope to sort of make a name for yourselves and, you know, continuing this level of effort, this level of momentum coming out of a big rivalry win?
You just got to come back to practice next week. I mean, this upcoming week, and practice even harder and work on the mistakes we had in that game. You know, just getting ready for this game week, which is Utah week. So yeah.
Jemar Jefferson joining us here on the wrap up. We appreciate the time, big dog. Make sure you ice up, get ready for next week. Another 220 some odd yards. We expect to see it, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate
it. You gave them his Twitter,
IG,
his IG.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to know his TikTok because that man clearly has.
Yeah, the TikTok writing. He was ready to.
Do that one more time?
I didn't think
Don't do it. Don't. Please stop. Please, everybody stop. Oh, my gosh. But actually, Gary has really good TikTok, so I don't know if you guys want to follow him.
Definitely follow Gary on TikTok.
Yeah, Trev's on it this week, too. Anyways,
I think I'm on a feature.
This weekend was supposed to be rivalry weekend. We didn't really see that many rivalries. The Egg Bowl happened, Iron Bowl happened, but, you know, not as many exciting ones as we usually have. However, we can still talk about rivalries, and not necessarily about the matchups, but instead about the trophies themselves. Those are going to go head-to-head in something that we're calling trophies or trash. I'm going to tee y'all up on these rivalries, and you're going to tell me if it's a good trophy or if it's trash.
I'm with it. No, let's get to it.
I can do that.
What you got for us?
All right, first, the golden egg. I just mentioned it. This is for the Egg Bowl. Or the golden hat. That's Texas versus Oklahoma. Which one do you want?
I'm going golden egg. And this is giving me Willy Wonka vibes because the golden goose egg just elicits pleasant memories for me. So give me that. Look at that golden egg.
You went a place I
like
did not expect that conversation to
Willy
go.
Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes, I didn't see that coming.
Also, I didn't know that Oklahoma and Texas played for a golden hat.
That was my thing. I was just so unaware of it being a thing.
It's like a Monopoly piece.
Also, you know, it's like geographically appropriate. I don't see how an egg is applicable to Mississippi specifically. So the hat, I think I'm riding with the golden. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Like, what is the point of the egg? What does the egg mean? We should probably look that up.
I'm sure there's a backstory, but I do not want to offend anybody.
Okay, we got the Civil War Platypus Trophy. That's Oregon versus Oregon State, or the $5 Bits of Broken Chair Trophy.
That's fake. That's not real. Give me a real trophy.
That's Minnesota, Nebraska.
Wait a minute.
I don't understand how they.
What is this? What is this, a Picasso?
There's so many questions. Like, why do we have to go back into, like, creation theory and take the idea of beavers and ducks and their evolutionary, like, combination, and why do we have to make that the trophy? That just feels weird for Oregon and Oregon State.
You say that, give me the platypus, because I think this just is super strange.
You like the weird.
If a platypus came in here right now, would you know what it was?
I would freak out because why is a platypus in here? Like, I would know what a platypus is, though. Like, yes.
I'm telling you right now, if a platypus walked in this studio right now, I'd be like, what the hell is that? What the hell is this alien doing here? I would not know what a platypus was if it was right here among us.
I feel like you would. Do you know what they look like? Do you know what a platypus looks like?
Listen to what I just said. No, I don't know what a platypus looks like.
Okay, this is my question, because Trev, you mentioned the evolution of the duck and the platypus or whatever.
Like a duck and a platypus.
I mean, they're obviously related because they both have beaks, right?
No, it's a duck and a beaver. If they had a baby, it's the two mascots. If they had a baby, it would be a platypus.
Oh.
So it's not even a real animal?
No, it's a real animal, man.
That just blew my mind.
I don't know, man. What's the next trophy? Give me the platypus. Not even real.
We got the maple sap bucket or the keg of nails.
Okay. Give me the keg of nails, because as a DIYer, you can never have too many vehicles to adhere stuff to. And if that's truly a keg full of nails, that can come in handy.
You say it comes in
Gary
handy,
would
but
say
I feel
that.
like this is the most unnecessary amount of either one of those items I have ever heard of. Why would you have a keg of nails, and why would you have a bucket of maple sap? It's all just very strange. Get
you
both of
really
those trophies up out of the paint.
Pancakes.
This guy's never built
Need
a
lot of
house.
maple. Neither. Gary's really into
My
that.
bad.
My question, I do have a question. Do you know what the maple sap bucket trophy game is?
Couldn't tell you.
It's
Okay.
Cincinnati, Louisville.
No. All right, we got the milk can
not
versus
gonna
the
tell us?
Not gonna
cereal
answer the
bowl.
question. Nope. Next one. Advance. Hot
Sorry.
chain. Here we go.
Milk can versus cereal bowl. Which one are you taking?
Cereal bowl. I don't drink like milk on the regular. I'm an almond milk guy.
Okay.
So get that up out of there.
Okay, give me the milk can because that thing looks like the damn Stanley Cup.
I think that's the cereal bowl.
That is
That
definitely
looks
the cereal
like
bowl.
the cereal bowl, Gary.
Yeah.
What is more
Sorry.
integral to an actual bowl of cereal? The cereal bowl or the milk?
I just got through telling you that like I don't do
at that.
milk.
Look at that. Look how happy he is holding that milk can,
is
baby.
very
Let's
disgusting.
go.
Yeah, no, that is tight.
Let's go.
Gary, do you have milk in your refrigerator?
Yes, it's almond milk though. I'm trying to cut back on
I
dairy.
thought you said, didn't you say that you drink actual whole milk?
Christine be bringing conversations off the street onto the show,
Hey,
man.
it's
She just be
interesting.
exposing people.
You just said you were an almond milk guy.
I do like dairy milk from
I like
time
oat
to time.
milk.
But I'm on an oatmeal or I'm on an almond milk kick. Anyway, what's the next rivalry?
Okay, we got. I don't even know. Honestly, I looked this up.
That's a
that a
grill.
slab of ribs?
That's a grill.
That is some. Those are
Slab
golden
of
ribs.
ribs.
But I don't know how to say this because I looked it up before. It's the Okefenokee.
Oh, the Okefenokee. That's a swamp in
Okefenokee.
southern Georgia. It's known as a southern boy. I know the Okefenokee swamp. I still don't know. Yeah.
Ew, those ribs look disgusting.
Well, they're golden, Christine.
I mean, they're not
So they're golden.
It just looks gross. It doesn't look appetizing. I don't want that. Okay.
Those ribs deserve to be an award at a cookout. Okay. Christine's like, ew, that or also looks gross. You can't eat the trophies, C-Dub.
It just looks gross. I feel like they could have made it look a little better, a little bit more
why?
appetizing. I don't know.
The
I don't
paddle
know.
takes me back to when I went to
Which one are
Christian
you guys
school and they
taking? You
hate
say
you
it.
with the or.
Golden ribs because I just feel like they are more appetizing.
Even though they look like that.
I'm taking the ribs as well because I
eating
know
an
that
or.
they're not edible, but it'd be pretty cool backstory.
Yeah, I just have a golden rack of ribs in my crib.
What would the backstory be? You won?
Like, look,
I'm a grill master.
yes. Thank you.
No, that's not what it's for. Okay, anyways, that's all we got.
I couldn't win it otherwise.
C-Dub trying to eat trophies. What?
Hater.
Thank you for watching The Wrap-Up presented by Samsung QLED. We'll see you next week.
C-Dub, do you want to eat this couch? It's leather, which is a cow, and
Shut up.
they provide meat.
Over you.